Hi, everybody. Today I'm fortunate to have Dr. Sapninder Kaur with me. I hope I said your name right, but she's
Yeah.
originally from India, Punjab, and she's currently a hygienist in Canada for the past couple of years. She applied to CAAPID cycle and got interviewed during her first cycle, but now in her second one, she got accepted to University of Minnesota. I've been fortunate to assist her, help her during the process, and got to talk to her last year. And since then, we've been working. And recently, she got accepted to Minnesota. But I'm really grateful to Doctor up here for taking out the time and letting me do this interview so other people can learn from her experience. So thank you, Doc.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Adriel.
Sure thing, Doc. So tell us a little bit now. You're accepted to Minnesota, but let's talk a little bit. When you graduated from India, what was your experience in India, and then how was your journey in Canada?
So I graduated in 2013 and I did my schooling from the government college. And it was like around 5 years and I enjoyed it a lot. But then, yeah, those 5 years were really good, like learned a lot of things. It was a good hand-on experience. But then after that, after my schooling, I got married when I was doing my internship. But then I got the opportunity to work in my it was like the rural area. So for the 2 years, I did the practice on hands-on dentistry. But then I got opportunity to move to Canada.
So you worked for 2 years as a general dentist, right, in India,
Yes,
and then you came to US in 2000, in Canada in 2000, what,
16.
16? Okay.
16.
And so when you came, what did you do early in 2016?
In 2016, I did apply for I took the step to do the Canadian exams. But then unfortunately, I have to, because of the COVID, I was not able to complete it. So then I did my hygiene program. That was like one of the best step I took to do that was about 2 years. But really gave me a good hand-on experience that how the North American dentistry looks like. And now I'm working as a dental hygienist for
So
the last.
So overall, you said it was one of the best thing you did. It in Canada. Is it 2 years schooling?
Yeah, it is a 2 year schooling.
And how much do you have to pay to become a hygienist?
It was like 40K.
Canadian. And was it
Yeah.
tough?
Was it was tough. It was tough for sure, yes, because we were a lot of dentists in that dental hygiene program. It was not easy for us. You have to unlearn so many things. And we were always in the eyes of our instructors because they know that we know all the stuff before, but we have to unlearn so many things. So that's the thing.
According. So overall, so when you were studying as in the hygiene school, were you also working for like to keep up with making some money or something like that?
No, I wasn't working at that time because it was so busy. You have to go 5 days to the school, and then I have the kids too. So that was like I wasn't working while I was doing the hygiene school.
Okay, makes sense. So it's a full-time schooling, 40K for 2 years. And if you don't mind me asking, so because I'm asking this because people who are moving to Canada right now, applying to CAPID, finances is an important part. So how much does a dental assistant approximately make in Canada, and how much approximately on average hygienists make?
Dental hygienist approximately like around I would say like for a month, like we have to pay so much taxes, like but then also like we
What
make
about
like
hourly rate?
hourly is like 50,
That's
approximately
good.
50.
In
Yeah.
Ohio, there's approximately, but this is USD. Like I've seen hygienists getting 42, I've seen hygienists getting 60. But
Yeah.
50 is still a good, but yeah, you guys have taxes are different comparatively. So, okay. And so the reason I'm asking all of this is for other people who are going through boat, who are trying to figure out, should I do dental assisting? Should I do this? So when you applied to CAAPID cycle, you started applying in 2023, right?
Yes.
Why did you wait it so long? Just asking, since 2016. I know the Canadian thing didn't work out by 2018, 19, but didn't you thought about, oh, maybe I should have applied earlier?
I should have been applied earlier because if you have a like the long gap, that also makes a difference. But while I was, but when I started working as a dental hygienist, there was a like one of the dentists who really motivated me to do the. So I gave my board exams, but I would really motivate that if you're focused that you should have that you have to do this, then you should
Go
apply
for
as
it.
early as possible.
Yes. So now when you applied in 2023, how, what do you think, like at that time, did hygiene, because there are a lot of people applying from Canada right now.
Yeah.
You know them, we know a lot of people. Do you think, and Minnesota is a school which like a lot of Canadian. So do you think what things helped you? Like, did the hygiene help you having TOEFL? What things in your overall application help you to get invite? Even in your first cycle, you got invited, right?
Yeah, dental hygiene gives you like the hand-on experience for sure, yes. Then joining Dr. Adriel is also the great advantage for because no, but the first difference between my applying in the first and the second cycle was that in second cycle I got a better advice from Dr. Adriel that he asked me to make the connections. So the difference between applying in the first and second was first, I was missing the connections with the school. Second, I applied, but I made good connection with the University of Minnesota, which helped me to get the acceptance.
So when you say good connections, doc, and I, so people who don't know, but Dr. Sapninder was working, we were, she was part. So in the first cycle, she got an invite from Colorado. I prepared her for the interview, but fortunately, she did not get accepted. But then later on, she was part of the fellowship program where I was working along with her in throughout her application, except for bench exam, whether it was personal statement, letter of recommendation, interview. So one of the things we discussed when I was talking to her, I said, hey, you have good experience, you have TOEFL, you have a hygiene license, which is very strong, and you've been experiencing. I think your name should go out and people should know you. Like personally, they should, when they look at your application, they should know you. So can you tell people like how were you able to build that connection?
Yeah, so I was like after getting the wait listed from Colorado, so I was like really like little bit, I was disappointed, but then I reached Dr. Adriel again. Then he said that you should be starting the emails, getting the feedbacks from the school. And then I just started emailing the University of Minnesota. Then they start enrolling me in their webinars, which they always held a monthly. Like they always start from the November. Then there's a monthly webinars. Then the program director, he welcomed, like he made a separate app for all of the candidates who joined their webinars. That was a like kind of mighty app. So through that mighty app, I was always active. So he actually remembered my name from there, and we were able to make good connections. He actually interviewed me on that app. So because of the Dr. Adriel, I was able to make the like. He actually helped me in how to give the good interviews, how to be professionally on the like when you ever giving the interview, and that really helped me and make a good connections.
So you said you were so interviewed on the app, you said.
Yeah, like he always interview the students which he wants to know. So he
Okay.
actually
He was
wants the
interested in knowing you more. So
knowing you, yeah,
on the app, he would ask you questions.
questions, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When I saw your overall your profile, I knew because of the hygiene, and it's 2 years of work. It's not a joke. Like going through 2 years of full-time schooling is not easy, but I knew that's gonna give you an advantage, which it did. So overall, when you attended the webinars at UMNN, what did you get to learn about the school? What are the big likes, dislikes? What were the things that you got to know a little bit more? And they prefer Canadians because of they have, like, you can get Canadian license after graduating from UMNN. So what have been your learning through that process?
So while I was attending their webinars, the one thing I always loved about that school is that they want to learn you as a person. They don't want like the people who know, like those on top note students know. They just want to know like how you are. And secondly, they all, yes, as Dr. Adriel said, that they prepare you for the Canadian license. Thirdly, they have like the limited students. I think the thing I want to, because I want to be a part of that community so that they should remember my name.
Mhm. So overall, like, people, I know a lot of students right now who are reaching out, like coming to Canada or even US, uh, a lot of Punjabi students. And this is not a cheap process. Like, this is a very expensive, and you spend, and your migration have been since a long time. Like, you've been in Canada since 2016. I came to US in 16 too. So it's been what, 9 years for us. So, but now when you look back, like, people who are coming at this point, and they have to apply to CAAPID or become a hygienist and all of that. First of all, what advice will you give them financially? Because this is, nothing is free up here. Everything's expensive. Even my coaching that I was able to help her out, there was a price to it. And dental schools, applying to e-school is expensive, to CAAPID, flying and going and attending those interviews if it's in person, or bench exam is expensive. And then when you don't get accepted, it's a lot of money that you spend, and people get disappointed. So if you have to give advice to the younger folks who are coming in right now to Canada and who want to apply and try to figure out, what would be your advice financially, mentally, and how to approach this thing at this point?
Financially, I would say yes, it is quite. But as I was working as a dental hygienist, that was really helpful for me. But I would give the advice that you have to be like prepared mentally, that it is not like a 1 day process. You have to work hard. Like if you are not able to do it, so I would say that was not a correct time for you. So everything is planned. Everything will come to you whenever there's a time for you, but you should not stop working hard. Like even like for example, if your TOEFL score is not good, you should like your TOEFL scores, you should get like up to a high, like the above 100, I would say. Then if you don't have the enough CE courses, like I think we should be, I was always like I should have like something to do. And
Mhm.
then if you want to do like dental assisting and hygienist, yes, I would say that it would be a great point for you, because now the universities are preferring those students, those who have hand-on experience. And if you're doing if you have done the assisting and hygiene, for example, that will help you financially a lot, and that will keep the mental stress away, I would say.
How much TOEFL score did you had, Doc?
I had 107.
Okay, yeah. So you had pretty solid TOEFL, so that mattered. So one, and if somebody asks you right now, throughout the just the CAPIT process, not the Canadian exam, in this 2 years approximately, and now you're going to school, you have to spend more.
Yeah.
How much do you think you ended up spending?
I ended up in spending, like if I'm doing my CE courses, I did CE courses from the universities, like here, University of Toronto, and then like all this full I had the interview in Colorado, so I adding up like the
And
my travel expenses and all those, I
applying
would
to
say.
CAPIT each school, which is like $400-500 each,
So
and
I would say like around like getting the even the professional help, like I would say 50K, 50 or 60K
this is
around.
Canadian you're talking about,
Yeah,
Canadian.
I'm talking Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, so overall for 2 years of psycho, and this included, so she was working with me with the fellowship program, which was 5,500 at that time. And so beside this, you also took bench prep any bench prep course you took?
Bench prep courses, yes, I did from here, and I had like the online fellowship program with one of the dentists in the US.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Was it helpful? What was
it
that?
no, it was really very helpful because I used to send my cuttings to her like pictures, and then she would give the elaborative feedback on it, and that was really quite helpful.
That's good. That's good. I wish I could do that. The bench prep thing is one thing. Even if I could do crown preps clinically, I'm like, I'm not gonna teach this. Like,
No, no, Dr. Adriel, I would give like one more advice here. Like if you are like if you want to, if you're focused and you have to went to school, you should start like bench test preparation from the day one. Like we should know. I would say, yeah.
I can do it. I just I don't enjoy teaching it. I enjoy the interview part, all of that, and I feel like if I'm not enjoying it, I'm just gonna be doing it for money, and
No,
it won't be fun.
no, I want to say like Dr. Adriel is really best in interviews, like best in interviews. I know I when I first talked to Dr. Adriel, even he would remember that I was not able to like speak the words. So he really helped me in interviews. Yes, you should go for him.
I remember it was the Colorado time, yep, when we were preparing. See, time goes by so fast, and now you're accepted. You know what I tell people all the time? When you get accepted, enjoy this time.
Yeah.
Because if you ask me and I close my eyes and say, when was your golden time when you thought like there is no stress? It was when I was getting accepted to schools, and there was like, oh, the world is going to change, I'm going to become a dentist, go to school, new potential, new chances. There was a lot of like like I would say youth in yourself, like you're going to be somebody else.
Yeah.
But once you get in, you start paying for the student loan, you start going for this, the ADEX exam. So it's kind of like, even though you're achieving things, but there's like 10 more things to do. And after that, it's never been that, I haven't felt that golden feeling again. Maybe it's just me, but whenever somebody tells me I got accepted, I say, enjoy this time because this never comes back.
Just becomes, yeah. One thing I can say that if I can do, anyone can do.
No,
Because
it's very good.
I remember my time like I was not able to speak in front of the camera, but now I don't like when if someone says that I have to like you have to speak online, like for I can do now. This is because of him.
Because you've been practicing too, like I think we would do like Zoom calls and stuff, so that
Yeah.
really, so except for that, any other advice to younger people or fresh people who are coming to Canada, US, or even who want to apply to Minnesota? What advice would you say, that what does Minnesota really like to see in their students?
So in coming in like talking to the program director there or even the other members there. So what the thing he wants that is that he want to actually to know the person how you are. He wants to see that if you're collaborative, if you can like collaborate with other people. And the second thing he always says that you should not be needy, that you should not be asking for the things again and again, that you should they are there for the help, like they help you every step, but you have to be like very, I would say, practical. He should, that because he doesn't like the people who are needy and
I think more than needy, annoying. What
annoying.
people
Yeah.
do is they will ask very silly questions. Like I would get email or question like, uh how do I use Word document, or where do I find TOEFL score? People would ask very, and I'm thinking you could just Google it, like Google it yourself. And people send these kind of emails to the school too, and they annoy them. So that's true. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you, but the point is, what she's saying, when you're corresponding or communicating with the school, be very precise and be professional. Do
Yeah.
not waste their time in US. It will annoy them.
Yeah, like they are very they will like you if you are to the point and if you're professional.
Yep. Anything else you, when you went for the bench, how was that?
Bench exam, I that was like the best thing because they were like it was not like a exam. They just want to see how you work under the pressure. They provide you everything. Like they are so nice, but you have to like I don't that doesn't mean that you don't have to practice, but you have to practice. Your hand-on experience should be really good. But they really want to see like how you work under the pressure. But otherwise, like they're good. It was the best like the bench exam I ever attended.
Good, good. Okay. All right. And any last piece of advice? And before we end this interview, and I highly appreciate your time, Doc, at this time of the evening, taking out time from your family and everything. And to be honest, Dr. Supinder was one of the candidates I knew for sure will get accepted. And when I'm working with candidates, it's a lot of ups and downs. You get invite and then you get rejected. You apply to school and you're not hearing back. And there's a lot of like emotional roller coaster, I feel like. And so any advice on that mental, like how to be mentally resilient through this process? And you like sometimes with family, with other things, financially, it can be a big load. So any advice to other females, other candidates who are going through the same process?
Yes, I would give like piece of advice is that like I know like this whole process makes you overwhelmed, but the only thing I would tell you that you should enjoy this process, be positive. That's the key. That you should start like always working hard. You should not like if something happens, if you don't like if you're not interviewed, if you don't get interview for the first cycle, you shouldn't stop working hard. No negative thoughts. Yes, that makes you disappointed, but then you should see where you're lacking. Take the professional help. Yes, I would say, like because the proofreading and then taking the like professional help makes you shine. And yeah, Dr. Adriel is here at last.
Thank you. No, thank you very much. It was obviously, Doc, it was a pleasure working with you. Sometimes uh, it's not just a business. I do make money off it, but it's not just a business. The other thing is people have their own energies. When I talk to people, I can sense either way this person is going to be successful. And it's just the energy they carry, the mindset they have. I had students who even got accepted, and I remain worried like if they don't change their aptitude, they're gonna create trouble.
Yeah.
So you were one of the people you've been hardworking and you're mature about things, but you always had that persistent like attitude towards things. It will happen. It will happen. And I think that was one of the things which was really good in your personality, and I hope you keep that way in the school as well. But
Yeah.
again, thank you, Doc, for your time. And I hope the people who are watching this, they get to learn something from this and utilize in their application. So thank you very much, Doc.
No, thank you, Dr. Adriel, and good luck, everyone.